Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Lumary curtain lights. These are curtain lights by Lumary. They're almost 7 feet tall and they're on sale right now and they cost just under $100. Now, they're not the most advanced curtain lights that exist, so definitely don't come into it thinking that, but they are awesome for the price. Now, we're going to jump into it. We'll take a look at the unboxing. We'll look at the website. We'll get it set up and we'll check out how the animations look and how the colors look. One thing that I really like right off the top is it actually has a remote. Now this is probably not going to be used by me at all, but if my kids want to jump into it and they want to change it up, the remote is way better than handing them my phone. So definitely appreciate that. Let's roll the intro and just jump into it. Again, my name is Connor. This is where the informal tech reviews live. Did want to take a second to just make a quick mention that Lumary did send out this product, so it is a sponsored video, but I am going to keep my thoughts plain. We're going to keep it informal and we'll run it like we always do. If there's something wrong with it, I'll let you know. Definitely stick around for the final thoughts to be able to jump into what exactly I think about this and whether or not you should pick it up. Spoiler alert, I do think you should. Under $100, it's pretty amazing. All right, let's jump into the website. So the website shows $119.99 right off the bat, but there is a coupon that you can clip right here for $36 off. That brings it down to $88.58. Now, I would personally say that that's a really awesome deal for a curtain light. You saw it in the beginning and we'll show it again when we get into it, but this thing is, it's pretty massive for the price. I mean, if you look at some of the competitors, the pricing, Govee Curtain Lights Pro, for example, is like $100 more than this, which makes sense because it's definitely a more advanced curtain system. But if you're not into all the different gadgets and gizmos and different functions that it can do, having something that is just a straight to the point LED curtain light with a few different features and you can customize it yourself, this is the way to go. I think that's really all I wanted to cover on the website was the price, but you can see there is an IP65 water resistance here and the temperature range is from -4 to 113. So depending on where you're at, it should be good outside, but if you're up in North Dakota like I was for a long time, maybe that's not quite low enough for you. Definitely something to consider when making that purchase decision. But hey, let's look at a couple pictures in here real quick. So there's 100 plus preset static patterns, and so I did touch on the remote just a little bit, but each of the remote buttons will change the light, and each one, if you press it again, has multiple different patterns underneath it. So if you go to the Halloween one, there's a few different Halloween ones. If you go into the Christmas, there's a few different Christmas ones. And so the remote is awesome if you're not wanting to always have to pull out your phone or talk to your smart system. But you can see it's got a few awesome light setups. Now, there is no multi-person sharing zone that I've seen in the application where you can use other people's creations, but you can make your own if you feel like it and jump in there and do that. And okay, I think that's it for the website. Now let's jump into the unboxing and the setup, and we'll check out a demo and come back for our final thoughts. Okay, right away looking at the box. This box is pretty banged up. I'm sure that was during shipping, but it shows you just some of the features and some of the scenes. Definitely have a Halloween one. And then you can see you pop this tape and then open it up. And from there you have your actual lights. Now, when I opened these up and actually untangled them, they were a pain to get untangled. Good luck to you. Some mounting hardware here. And then these are the balls that go at the bottom of the strands. And then next we have the remote. This is probably my favorite part, but I talk about that too much in this video. Usual books and stuff, so we'll definitely go ahead and look through that if you want, pluck and file. And that's it for the unboxing. Okay, so I'm going to skip over the setup in the application a little bit because it's been in some of my previous videos, but you just hit the plus, you get it into pairing mode, and you add it. It's very simple and straightforward. So right now, we're just going to go into some of the scenes and modes that you can do. So what you see right now behind me is the Christmas tree that it comes with, but if I wanted to do a different Christmas theme, I can head over into the app, and when I click on this little Santa Claus face, it pops up the one that I was in. And from there, I just swipe to go to different ones, you see, and now it's got the snow coming down. And for these static images, you can control the direction if you want it to go somewhere, or you can set it to like a flicker, and you can control the speed as well. So if I wanted it to scroll down really fast, it can do that. And then you can also switch to the different images. We can just run through a couple of the Christmas ones. Looks like Santa riding Rudolph over here. Definitely an awesome one. There's a nice little candle, and these actually look pretty good. You can see it right behind me. It's definitely something that I wouldn't mind throwing in my window. Now, there's not like a million different Christmas options, but if you wanted to customize something or create it yourself, you can do that. And you can do that by uploading a picture. Let me go ahead and give it a shot for the uploading of the picture. Now this one's going to be the thumbnail for this video, so it's a little weird, but let's give it a shot with this one. And you see it's really simple to throw that in there. Now, I'm not guaranteeing this is going to come out great because obviously I'm uploading a picture to a little pixel screen, and you can see behind me, it came out okay. I think if this was a more simple image and it was kind of a little bit bigger and more focused, then I would be able to do it, but you can adjust it from here, right? And so if I wanted to change some of these to be a little bit darker, so I can have creepy eyes in here, that's something that you can do. Definitely, you'll have to play with it. Your mileage may vary. It doesn't look terrible, but I think some people who are a little more creative than I am could definitely do that better. And then you can save it and go back to it whenever you feel like it. Now, it's Halloween tomorrow when I'm recording this. Today, probably when I post it. And so you can see there's a couple different ones in here. I actually liked this spider. And if I throw it in the down and slow it down just a little bit, you can see it looks like the spider's kind of descending from the ceiling. And yeah, that's the spider. There's also the cat, which right now is going to be just kind of going down. And then there's also the ones that are more animated already. So like this one, you can see it's just kind of going up behind me, and I can still control the speed. And so just jumping through a bunch of these, you can see they're pretty well thought out. They have them for most of the holidays. And then there's also New Year's as well. And so this one's a countdown with fireworks. And then you can just do some settings in here. If you wanted to do a music mode, you can do that. So let's see. Okay, yeah, I mean, the music mode works. It's not the most dynamic, but it's definitely available for you if that's something that you're into. You can do a countdown or you can flip it. So if I was in a scene like that New Year's one, and if those numbers don't look right, I can come in here and then I can just flip it. Boop. And so now the numbers are the other way. You can schedule it. You can do things like that. It is connectable to your Alexa and Google Homes. And so that's definitely something that you can create some automations, like my automations with Home Assistant. If you want to see a video on that, definitely go to the channel. But you can control it with Home Assistant as well. All right, that's the Lumary curtain lights. What do you think? I think really the remote is probably my best feature, my favorite feature that I have on here, because being able to just quickly, boom, switch over to the different modes. See, I'm just hitting the Halloween button right now, but you can see it's going through all the different Halloween ones. And if I wanted to switch it to some text that I had put in, bloop, you can put in some text. There's also the Christmas ones. And good to go. Using the remote is definitely easier than having to whip out your phone every time or talk to the smart systems. But those are awesome features as well, which do exist, you know. So if you want to use your device that way, you can definitely do that. Overall, I would say for the money, this is a great deal. Under $100 for a curtain light. If it's something that you already have the Lumary ecosystem, now might be the time to pick up the curtain light. But if you are looking at wanting to get the best, most advanced curtain light that you possibly can, I don't think this is the one. Just speaking plainly, one thing that I will mention, Lumary, if you're listening, one thing that Govee does really well is the bottom right here. So if you look on mine, you can see that the Lumarys have these like little balls that go on the LEDs towards the bottom to hold the strands down, but some of the newer versions have plastic pieces that connect the strands together and hold them like that. That way, if they do blow, they all blow together. So Lumary, if you're listening, that's something that I would definitely recommend looking into. Maybe not steal that exact piece, you know, but something along those lines to hold it down, maybe magnets or something. I'm not really sure, but that's definitely a problem area for anybody who's going to be putting these outside, because if the wind blows, it's going to fling around, and, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of wind to make this piece move. Now, if you're on a flat surface, they'll come back down when the wind calms down, and that's part of the reason why these plastic balls are here. And I definitely do appreciate the thought that went into actually providing those. But another area that I would recommend for improvement is up at the top is right here. You can see this way. This wire is black, right? And so all of the lights on the curtain and the curtain wire are like a clear / silver, and then that wire is black. So it just doesn't fit like perfectly. It's not a huge deal breaker or anything. I still think for the price, this is the best bang for the buck you can get if you want a curtain light that has some normal features. But definitely something to consider, Lumary, if you guys are looking to improve just a little bit. Those small details, I think, would go a long way. Otherwise, I definitely recommend this product. If you guys want to pick it up, there's going to be a link in the comment section and the description. If you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button on the channel. If you like this one, hit the like button. If you picked it up, let me know. Let me know how you like it. I definitely like it. It's going to stick in the office. My office is slowly turning into a Lumary office. So Govy, if you're listening, definitely step it up because my office has been taken over. Again, thanks to Lumary for sending out the curtain for me to check out. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys want to see some more awesome content, stick around. Again, my name is Connor. We appreciate you watching. This is where the informal tech reviews live. We'll see you next time. Peace.